I can't think of anything better than heading out into the deep on a breath-hold spearfishing adventure. Every time I get out there, I'm completely humbled by my limitations and awestruck with the beauty and breathtaking life found in the deep. You never know what you're going to bump into out there. From swirling baitball vortexes, each fish trying to escape the ocean's predators, frantically feeding, competing right till the very last fish in the shoal, to the gentle giants of the ocean like the massive whale shark, often allowing SpearOs within touching distance. Huge manta rays seamlessly gliding through the water with ease. And the largest of them all, the giant blue whale dwarfing all else in size.
I can't think of any sport that has challenged me as much as spearfishing.
Fishing for most people is standing on the boat with a rod. The line goes, the adrenaline pumps, and it's like, what you going to catch? And you eventually wind this fish in, and you're pulling on this rod. Spearfishing takes it to a totally another level. I mean, it's getting into the environment with the fish. You're challenged by things out there that can eat you, your own physical abilities. The whole time you're pushing yourself to be able to stay longer, keep calmer, stay quieter, trying to get up to these fish that you're hunting.
The physical and mental challenge of taking just one breath and diving down to lung-crushing depths, for me, sets this sport apart. The fact that we're throwing ourselves smack bang into the middle of the ocean's food chain leads to some adrenaline-packed encounters. Just think about it. If you're in the water, you're fair game and can easily be mistaken as part of that chain. Things can get pretty intense out there.
Chris is not only one of my best friends, but in my opinion, he is Mr. Spearfishing. I've never met anyone that eats, breathes and lives spearfishing the way he does. Last afternoon dive, water's cleaned up, southwesters come through, looking real beautiful.
I turn the camera on, I dive down, and it's this mammoth black marlin.
Oh my goodness!
No way!
Move your right to the side. 3.
I have!
That is insane! I can't believe what I've just witnessed, bro. On a real gun.
On a real gun!
There's no one else I would rather go on a spearfishing adventure with than with Chris Coates.
Richard has got to be one of the most passionate SpearOs I know. He doesn't get to go on many boat trips, so when he gets the chance, he's like a kid in a candy store.
Woo! That was insane! Did you see that thing? That's my biggest snapper ever. Check it out, bro.
Going to Mozambique is just absolute adventure and paradise. Palm trees, coconuts, beautiful beaches, blue water, an absolute SpearO's dream. You start to look around and the life is prolific. There's manta rays, there's reef species that you've never seen before. And for a SpearO to be in this kind of location, it's just the adrenaline is flowing, the adventure is happening. You just cannot believe the life on these reefs.
It's so much fun watching him. He gets so excited. It's like everything is full tilt. There's almost nothing he won't try. And that can get a bit daunting for me because of the extreme dangers involved. But he's an amazing waterman, and with his physical ability, it won't be long before he is diving deeper and longer than I am.
You got it. Yeah. My God, this is a mother of a fish. Hey, look at that. Hey, Rich. Hey.
Hi, my
That's your fish, bro.
A few months ago, I decided to put together the trip of a lifetime for Rich.
So Chris phones me up, he's booked me a flight to Durban, and we're going to Nyaka on a spearfishing adventure of a lifetime. Words could not express how I felt at that moment. I've been dreaming about hunting in the unspoiled waters off Nyaka Island for years now. Before I knew it, I was on a plane and off to Durban where we would start our adventure.
There's always a lot of preparation to be done, so we got straight to packing the boat, and I think at this point the trip started becoming a reality to Rich. The drive to Maputo is always interesting, and this was no exception. We managed to cross the borders with no complication, and before we knew it, we arrived at Club Naval, where we would launch and cross the channel to Inyaka. The first morning, we were greeted by a magical African sunrise, with a less than ideal wind forecast. I was given some coordinates by a local diver and decided to check them straight away.